She's very distracted today. Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with Midweek Live. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Yay. All right, we've got a lot to talk about today. Well, we've always got a lot to talk about, but today's no difference. Today is no different at all. But before we start, if you're just hopping on now, pop your live chat on and not your top chat. Otherwise, you will not receive all the live chat. And we are just after 4, so people will start popping in when they can. When they can. I'm putting my socks on. Just talk amongst yourselves. Hi, Laurie. Laurie, you caught me putting my socks on. It's cold, honey. Well, it's not completely cold. Hi, Laurie. She's talking about her socks live. White socks. I like white socks. White socks are nice. I don't really care as long as they keep me warm. Raylene, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to have a sneak peek at your shrug today as well. Well, at part of the shrug, because we're almost done with the shrug. Well, I'm almost done. You're not. Beautiful. Anna's in the house. Hello, you made it. That's fantastic, Anna. Lovely to have you here. I talked about socks the other day. Oh! That's funny, Laurie. I haven't had time to watch your lives. I haven't had time to watch anything. I have no life. No, but it's a good thing because, well, not really. It's a good thing because Whiskey Whiskers, that's what I'm calling her now, has been keeping me very, very busy on my toes. I'm smitten for my kitten. So, yeah, she's kept me on my toes. I may have some footage eventually so that you guys can see what I get up to with her. I tell you, it's a drama. It is an absolute drama. Beautiful. Angela's in the house. Hello, Angela. Carol. Hello, Carol. Are you new? Love your show. Thank you. Are you new on the live, honey? I know you may not be new as a subscriber, but are you new on the live? Lovely to have you here. Lovely, lovely. Beautiful middle. I have answers for you today. And who's next? Laurie says, I think it was a video, but I also have had trouble keeping up on people's videos and lives. Oh, and Angela has done another super chat. Angela. That's going to be added to the list. To the list of half goes towards the Australian Sheep and Wool Show in July next year. We're getting ahead of ourselves, Angela. So, Angela, where are you? +5. I know you've done 10 there, but I only put half of it towards the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. So I thank you very much for that, Angela. It's very well received. You know where it's going. You do know where it's going. You really do know where it's going. You really do know. So there you go. Beautiful Dorothy ... ellipsis is in the house. Hello, Dorothy. Middle. Yes, I have answers for you, middle. All right. So I have the hexagon cardigan here so that I can answer Middle's question. Well, I didn't need to bring it out, but I had it out so that I can answer your question. And just so that you know, Middle, and I'll give you a quick tip on how long mine is so you can see it. All right, so see, that's our vest that we made. It's just above it's actually the height of the hip, right? So if I was to put this jacket on, it would be pretty much the same length. It might be a little bit lower actually, which is good. No, it won't. It'd be pretty much the same length. All right, so it's pretty much the same length. And this jacket here for me was 900 grams, which is a lot. So if I was talking Bendigo skein, which these 200-gram skeins behind us, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4.5 skeins I took of 200 grams. So I believe they're 400 meters. I could be wrong. Let's get one out and have a look. This was to answer Middle's question the other day. She wanted to know how much yarn to get if she was doing a waist length, and I think it's 400. Yeah, 400 meters per skein. So 4 4s are 16. Another 200 is 1800 meters. Whatever that is in yards, I don't know. All right, so 1800 meters for just above the hip length. So it's not going to go down below hip length where it'll cover certain areas. but it's just above hip length. So I hope that helped you with your purchase there. Middle, if you're not sure after the live and you've forgotten, just rewatch the first 5 minutes of the live. I'm looking at the time, 5 minutes of the live, all right? Hope that helped, And excuse me, sorry guys. Yeah, about 2,000 yards-ish. Thank you, Laurie. Laurie, thank you. We don't work in yards here in Australia. We do work in meters. Having said that, I know a lot of people lately are using yards as well. So I'll probably be using yards as well normally. I might have my little iPad here and Dr. Google it when we're talking. Dr. Google it, do you like that? And when we're talking about it. So I hope that helped you. Middle. So that's the first question that I wanted to get out of the way. What I do want to talk about is what is happening on the channel. Now, as you know, you may have seen a short go up. What is going on? What is that short? I hear you ask, what is that short? That short, I hope I put it up. I did last night. I put it up. I know I did. I know I put it up. Like, why am I asking such a silly question? I know I put it up. Anyway, the short went up, and it's to tell you what kind of border, not so much border, but what sort of rounds you're looking at before we close up our shrug, on our shrug, and also after our shrug. And I think the actual short was more about how you do your front post and back post along the sides, and when you get to a corner, you're not doing posts, you're doing double crochets. And you'll learn all about that in the very next tutorial, which will be on Friday for that piece. However, changing the subject again, we're going to go back to it in a minute. The 12-step transition blanket, step 8, should be ready for tomorrow's upload. When I say should, it's all recorded, but it hasn't been edited. And if Kitten, my little kitten, lets me edit it, I'll have it up tomorrow. It's not a very big tutorial. I think I've recorded all together. I'm trying to remember now. I think it was 35 minutes. So by the time I cut out 10 minutes, it might be 25 minutes. So it won't take too long to edit. Might be a little bit more because I haven't recorded a beginning where I talk about it. And that's like 2 minutes. And the end where I tell you what to do. And that's another 2 minutes. So really, it's not much. Probably looking at about 40 minutes worth of video. And then I edit it down to maybe 30. Maybe. Cutting out all the things that annoy you. That annoys some people. Anyway, all right, so I've missed all the chat. Where is it all happening? Okay, so Green Butterfly says hello to Mary and Whiskey Whisks. She's in the laundry right now. I hope I don't wake her up. What a time, says Dorothy. Cheers, Dorothy. So Green Butterfly is saying hello to everyone. And she also says water time. So we're doing it again. Water time. All right. Everyone's saying hello. That's wonderful. 2,000 yardish. We got that. Thunderstorms. Oh, thunderstorms there. Cold and very wet. Is it green? Well, it's quite nice outside. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's sunny and blue skies and it's winter. So it's still cold, but I really don't think it's going to be that cold out there. Then I haven't been out though, so I can't tell you. I've been locked up in the house with the kitten. Thank you, Mary and Laurie. I might do a little extra yards for hip length. I would say add more if you want to go a little bit further down. I would add more, yeah? So maybe go up to 1,000 meters and then whatever that is in yards, 1,100 yards or something like that, yeah? I don't know. I have to have that little Google thing here happening. Now I can, hang on. I have only ever used yards. Okay. Hang on. Here we go. I've missed some chat. Only the US uses yards. It's silly. Everything should be metric. In my opinion, the metric system makes more sense. I have only ever used yards, said Middle. Yes. Now I can buy the yarn for the 3 custom orders. That's great. Can't wait, says Angela. Also, now I have 8 squares to add to the middles. Yes. Fantastic. Everyone likes my top. That's great, Angela. I'm glad they do, and I hope you do too, honey. We had rain and thunder, says Middle. Yes. And Laurie says, with all the water, Mary might turn into a mermaid. Here's hoping. I could do with going for a bit of a swim. Time for a pot of tea, says Green. Green says, let's have tea. And Wendy says, hi, everyone. How many more rows do I do for the medium large shrug bolero? Honey, you need to look it up because I don't remember. You know, you guys make me laugh. You think I've got it all written down here. I can't remember, honey. You got to look it up. You got to have a look. In fact, if you look up the actual description box on the video, it should tell you how many to do, hun. I don't remember it. Like when Middle asked me for the hexagon cardigan and the measurements, the actual amounts, I couldn't remember. There's so many things that we do here, darling, that it's very hard for me to remember everything. I'd love to be able to. I would be a genius if I could remember everything. That's why everything's written down, darling. Good evening. Hello, Trish. How are you, darling? I hope you are well. I hope you are well. Hope everyone is well. And we're ready for another week. We're starting to get, when I say we, I say the kitten is starting to get used to watching me record at the table while she's on the couch wreaking havoc. Don't you love it? And we've got to try and get her down from the top of the couch, stop her clawing. Not much we can do. I've started throwing all my blankets over there. I've made use of my blankets, all the ones that I just haven't sold. I thought, forget it. Let's put them all on the couch for the cat. She just scored, I don't know, hundreds of dollars worth of blankets. Don't you love it? That's what you do for your cat. So there's all these blankets all over the couch, and we allow her to climb up on the blankets so that the couch doesn't get damaged. I mean, it's not a brand new couch anyways, but you don't want to damage it any more than we've already done. So yeah, she's getting used to watching me record. It's been 3 or 4 days now that I've recorded in front of her. What is it? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 3 days, sorry. 3 days that I've recorded in front of her. And so she's watched me on Monday and Tuesday. No, Monday she walked around. I tell a lie. Monday she walked around and she sat here whilst I was recording over like this. Tuesday and Wednesday she kind of thought, oh, I don't want this. This is too much work for me. And she took off and went and played. And I think today, as I was recording, she just slept the whole time. She got up. She went and had some food. She went to do her business. And then she played a little bit by herself. And then she went to sleep. So she's kind of adjusting to our life here and the life that I live here where I have to work. There will be times where I'll be doing some recording whilst I'm on the floor with her crocheting. I want to see how much drama, which she will be, especially when I use a hook and a yarn, how much drama she'll cause me while I'm on the floor with her. So it's going to be a very interesting video, but it'll be fun to make, and I'll be angry and grumpy and afterwards because I'll have damaged yarn and a damaged hook. All right, that's enough sulking. Now, moving right along. That's enough crying. Water time says green cheese. Sherry's in the house. Hello, Sherry. Sherry. All right, so who else is there? Everyone's saying hello. Carol, Annie. Hi, Carol, Annie. Who's Carol, Annie? Annie, Carol, Annie. Okay, it's not on the timestamp. You only have how many chains and double crochets for each size? Really? I'll have to check that. Wendy, I'll check it and get back to you on it, if that's all right, darling. I'll check it, pop it on the timestamp, and then get back to you on it. That's odd I didn't put it in. What did I say? Did I say anything at the end of the video? Do you know? I can't remember. I'll have to relook at the video. Leave it with me, Wendy, and I'll let you know. Well, actually what I'll do is I'll just readjust it and then pop it up on a community board post and let you know that it's been readjusted. I really wouldn't have a clue, honey, offhand. What was the size you were doing, honey? Did you say medium, large? I really can't remember. I'm not going to tell you because I can't remember. I'll literally just fix it and then get back to you on it. I'm sorry, honey, if I missed that. I do apologize, and I'll fix that when I get off air. All right, this is what happens when you get distracted by lovely little kittens. Lovely little kittens. All right, so moving right along. Yes. Hi, Sherry. Yes. Everyone's saying hello. Good luck with it all, Ashley. Oh, hello, Ashley. Hi, Ash. I only just finished step 7 of the blanket. Well, step 8 should be uploaded tomorrow night. We're doing this. But the way it looks, it should be uploaded by tomorrow night. I should have it all done by then. But like I said, it's all done. Just needs a little bit of editing, left, and just a beginning and an end to it, just to talk about what's going to happen to the blanket at the end. I desperately have to get a project done for the market next week. Do what you have to do. And yes, Mary, medium large. All right, Wendy, leave it with me. I'll pop it here. I'll have to put them all up, not just medium large, but at least I'll know that's the one you want. But I'll pop them all up, and then I'll pop it up on the community board post. Have a look at the community board post, Wendy, at some stage this evening. Not straight away, obviously, but some stage this evening before before I go to sleep. I'll have it up there for you. I hope that's okay. And I do apologise. It's funny I didn't put it. I don't remember what I said even. I can't remember. It's such a long time ago now. Between having the kitten here and doing a lot of projects and having so many big things happening, I've forgotten. I literally forget what I've recorded literally, a few hours ago. Don't even ask me. Because, and this is a fact, and you guys have known this because I've mentioned, I record every morning between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. daily, or 3 p.m. I can make it to 3 p.m. without the sun affecting me. And because I'm working on larger projects, I will do one row of that project. And because I know I need to spend half an hour doing the next row or 20 minutes, I put it down and start recording for the next project. And then I know that's going to take me 20 minutes per row. I put that down and record for the next project. And then the next day, or if I can get it done the same day, I can record around 2 p.m. and do all the other ones all over again. So I used to do it the other way where I just worked on one project, but because some of those larger projects, each row takes a long time to make, not that much now, they're not that as big as I thought they were, I think it's better not to waste my recording time on sitting there just finishing off a row. So that's what I do. And so I spend all week creating all the parts of each video, and I upload them the same day and I actually edit them the same day. It works better for me and it works better for the project as well. So I'm not rushing through that project. However, with the blanket, I did make an error. So you won't see the error because I deleted it and restarted the whole recording again, which drove me nuts because I'd already recorded an hour and a half worth of it. It's not an hour and a half. It's just the recording is an hour and a half. That's the time it takes to stop, start, run around after the kitten, have lunch, all that sort of stuff. That's the sort of time it takes to record one project. And that's not even the project. It's only part of the project, yeah? But then I will get that up for you, Wendy, and I do apologize in advance for that. It's funny I didn't put it up, but there you go. Moving right along. I'm surprised I'm awake. It's 2 a.m. there in the US. Is it, Sherry B? Kittens will do that. Thanks, Wendy. She's very distracting. She's amazing. I love her to pieces, but gee, she's a lot of work. She's a lot of work. But it's still less than if I had to have a dog. And as much as I love dogs, don't say it too loud. I don't want her to hear. More than cats. Shh, don't tell her. But the time I don't have for a dog, that's the difference. With a dog, you need 100% of time for them when they're little because training is really, really important. I cannot stress that enough. If you're going to get a dog, train him or her well. Otherwise, don't get one. Yeah. Thumbs up. Ashley, cost you guys absolutely nothing. Does mean the world to me and shows YouTube you want to see more. Thank you, Wendy. Also thumbs up. Green Butterfly, also thumbs up. Dill, hello, Dill. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. So what we're going to do real quickly, I'm going to do some naughty sneak peeks. What? At the two projects that we are currently working on, which is step 8 of your 12-step transition blankie, and also Raylene's color coordination, chosen by Raylene, her project, which I have created a, it's kind of like a bolero shrug thing. So you'll get to see it properly on Friday because I should have it finished by Friday, but I'll just do one of those, those little ones I do, that one. Well, let's try it. Oh, nearly. Oh, you saw too much there. Too much. That was step 8 of the 12-step transition blanket. It's only a sum of a step 8. You missed a couple of my comments. Did I, Ashley? What did I miss, honey? What did I miss? Oh, here we go. I only just finished step 7. I got that one. Oh, hang on, what else? Don't tell me that. Yes, thank you, Ash. I just caught up. Well, you're going to catch up again. You're going to catch up again. So you know what though, Ash? I'm going to be honest with you. It is for you, not so much for the new crocheter. Step 8 is super duper easy. Super duper easy. Yeah. I blinked. Can you show again, please? You ready? Ready? And this is the step 8 of the 12-step transition blanket. Ready? Oh, no, I'll give you more. Hang on, hang on. Oh, that's it. Water time says green. Cheers. I love the way she cheers my cat too. She tells my cat, I've got to give her credit. She loves to drink water. I mean, most cats don't like it. She likes drinking water. I do keep it fresh very daily. Only because I don't like carrying it in and out of the laundry in the morning into the lounge room. Cheers. It's not BLO. It's not back loop only, Raylene. Oh, I thought I'd trick you with that. It's a different kind of way of doing it, but not back loop. Now, the back loop, let me explain. The back loop gives you a loose look, whereas this one is tight. Wonder what it could be. I thought I'd try this. Now, I've done this stitch a lot of times before. You only get to do 2 rows of it in that piece, by the way. The rest are other things, right? You only get to do 2 rows of it because it can be a little bit trying. And I think I used that pattern on the wrong color yarn. I should have used it on the yellow. You would have been able to see it better, like the lemon, not so much the dark yellow, but the lemon, the light yellow. I think it would have been better if I used it on the light yellow. However, I did do a close-up when doing the stitch. It's not very difficult, but if you are a new crocheter, it can be a little trying. And I do state in the tutorial, if you cannot do this particular stitch, which I'm not going to say what it is, you can do back loops only. So that is actually stated in the tutorial. And I remember saying that because I only said it this morning. This particular piece was finished recording, get this, at 2:15. I finished recording this piece at 2:15. Now I've got 1 row left to do, and then this step is complete for, next step. But don't cut your yarn at the end of step 8 because you need 1 more row after that of something else, right? So don't cut your yarn after step 8. Keep it attached and leave it for step 9. The bonus is, now where's my book? Step 9 is not going to be that far away because we're a week late. No, we're not a week late. I'm a week late. So it was supposed to have gone up on the 7th of July. And I've got here Thursday, the 14th of July. And I've written here replacement from the 7th of step 8. Literally wrote that there. So replacement there. Now let me tell you exactly when step 9 is going to be. So you can see. That will be on the 4th of September. So that's only, it's not that long away. It's about 3 weeks away. So I've got to get cracking on step 9, haven't I? I better get started on step 9. I just finished step 8. Oh. All right. So step 8 will go up tomorrow. And Raylene, your project, the final part, should go up Friday. Now, so you don't see it. Oh, you ready for your sneak peek, Raylene? For your project? Talk amongst yourselves. You don't need it because you would have seen it on the short or a little bit of it on the short. And I'll just give you a corner view. And I've got to leave a stitch marker in there because I'm in the middle of mine. Are you ready? Oh, that's it. I don't know how you put up with me, guys. I'm so naughty like that. Ready? Notice how the tongue comes out every time I do a sneak peek. I noticed that. You want to see a bigger one? Oh, that's too much. Way too much. Is that the right side? That's the wrong side I'm showing you anyway. Oh, no, that's the right side. Does it matter? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, let's just stop. Just talk amongst yourselves, guys. Oh, did you see that? I'll tell you whether it's the right side or the wrong side. I don't know. It's all tangled up here. Oh, did you see that? Oh, no. Okay, that wasn't the right side. Oh, hang on. It was the right side. Ready? One more time. Oh, look, it's way too much. Way too much. Absolutely way too much. So that is Raylene's project. I have 2 rounds left of that to do. And then there's joining. And then there may be border rounds. There's going to be border rounds, which will be similar to that, exactly the same to that. Not similar, exactly. Now, I made a couple of errors in there, and I'm going to leave them in. And I mean, the reason I'm leaving them in is because, one, I weaved the yarn through. You know how we do weave your tails in and, you know, just make sure you split yarn. There's no way I'm taking that undone. No way. I will wreck my piece if I take it undone. So I'm going to leave it, okay? I'm going to finish the whole thing. Then I'm going to parade it in front of the camera like I do, right? And then I'm going to take it off and show you where those errors are, and it'll be that small. And because I'm making it for me, I'm going to allow those errors to stay. And they're in conspicuous places, like just under the arm. So I'm going to allow it to stay. I think the other one is kind of right under there, so you can't see it at all. So I'm going to allow those 2 errors to be there. Now, it did mess with my count, but not yours. Yours won't, because I keep telling you, do one way, one the other, and don't make that mistake. But I did. And it happens. So, and you know what? I've noticed that I make a few more mistakes lately, and it's because the kitten's in my mind all the time. I'm, you know, stressed about that. But when you do it, you won't make a mistake because I tell you what to do. I say, right, don't make this error because I've done it. So don't do it. Don't make the mistake, guys. You know, I'm sitting on the edge of the chair. You know that? Literally on the edge there. I don't know why I was sitting on the edge. There you go. All right. So love colours, purple, Raylene. Yes, she's chosen a very good colour there. Actually, she's chosen a lovely colour. One of my favourite colours too. Yes, green. Thank you. And the lovely Roz from Passion Flower. As you know, I purchased that from her at Coburg in July. So she'll be pleased. Once it's done, I'll show her a full photo and, you know, tag her in it on Instagram and possibly on Facebook. I don't know if I can tag her on Facebook. I have to check. But I can definitely tag her in it on Instagram so she'll actually see it in full, which will be fantastic. So there you go. So those are the 2 projects you are getting this week. Now, Raylene, if it doesn't come Friday, it'll come on Monday. I'm hoping to get those 2 rows complete tomorrow night, right? I'm hoping to get them complete tonight, but I won't. I know the kitten's going to take up my time, so I'm just going to say tomorrow. And I'll probably be, you know, I might get some done tomorrow while the kitten's sleeping. It's all about the kitten. You know that, Raylene. It's not about what I want. I might be able to, and then we could work something out. But fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But definitely the 12-step, 8th step of the 12-step 8 of the 12-step transition blanket. Now let's have a quick look at the blanket. I have to roll up my yarn as it's a bird's nest. I love it. So what have we got now for our blanket? We've got cream, yellow, gold, orange, red, maroon, red, and orange. So step 9 will be your gold. It will be the dark, you sneaky children, sneaky sneaks. Yeah, step 9 will be the gold. And I have, how many have I got left? Step 9, 10, 11. We've only got 3 steps left because step 12 is the border rounds. So 3 patterns. I have to be careful now. I have to be fussy about what patterns. I've got a lot of patterns, right? And I would have hundreds and hundreds of patterns that I've played with in the past. And I need to choose my 3 most favorite. I've got some of my favorites there. And not all those patterns are my favorites, by the way, guys. So quick heads up. I put in patterns that sometimes you might like to see that I don't like. Because I think, well, it's not always what I want. It's 99% of the time what you want. Don't you love it? 99% of the time. All right. So, jeez, no, I missed all the chat again. Okay. Oh, beautiful Luana. Hi, Luana. You missed a few of the sneak peeks. I love to roll up yarn, and it's a bird's nest. Yes. Water time says green for me and the kitten. Cheers. One day when she's awake and she's not as cheeky, I'll get her to come back in here. But she's so cheeky right now. Oh, she's so naughty. She wants to see how far she can push us. Beautiful Karen. Hi, Karen is in the house. Hello, Karen. Dorothy says water time. Cheers. All right. So what have we got next? Can't stay. Dad's not well. Shingles. Oh, no. Gosh, Karen. Shingles, Dad's. Oh, it's not good, shingles, especially at Dad's age. Shocking, shocking. And he would be in so much pain, poor fella. I wish him well for us. Make him a nice cup of tea, yeah? A nice cup of tea, a nice pot of tea. That blanket has such lovely colours. I can't wait for it to be done. It's almost like I wished I hadn't made it an annual project because I want to finish it now. And it's not possible. Now, I did say possibly around August or September, the written pattern will be available. Well, that's not happening. So you're probably looking at October or November. So there you go. But it's not ready now. It's so not ready. So not ready. But that's all right. I didn't expect to have that pattern really ready. It's not really my important patterns. I still have my patterns that are sitting on the computer waiting to go up. It's just a matter of having a second look and changing all the changes that my pattern testers have made for me. And there are a lot of changes. See, when you're making patterns, especially me, I don't like writing out patterns. I make it on top of my head and I go bang, bang, bang. Oh, a couple of rows of doubles, a few rows of halves, and, you know, a couple of singles here and there. That's how I work. I don't actually write my patterns down. I tell a lie. They're written down, but they're not written in a version that you would understand. They're written, no, that's not true. They are written where you can see, you know, doubles and halves and singles. But if you are brand spanking new to crochet, you may not understand what I'm saying when I say do a couple of rows of doubles and a few singles and add a couple of extra stitches at the end of this row and then take a few off that. And then you're probably thinking, what is she talking about? And that's not written for the new crocheter. So I had to rewrite all of my patterns, all of them, for the new crocheter, which has been, it's been very dramatic. I just assume everybody knows what I'm talking about. And no, it's just not like that at all. So there you go. Heads up, the patterns are coming, and the first one will be the V-stitch beanie, and then the second one will be the oh my gosh, the cardigan, and I for the life of me can't remember the name. Oh my gosh, Bonnie named it for us too. Bonnie, if you're watching, if you're watching, yes, all right. I hope he gets well soon. That's right. Will you be there on Sunday? I will. Okay. Karen, hope Dad gets better soon. Yes, everybody wishes well for Dad, and I know shingles can be so painful, so I do hope he heals very, very quickly, very quickly. Indeed. All right. So I'm up to date this week of what I said I was going to do. Oh, the OJ. No, no. Yes, yes, no. Do you like that, Raylene? Yes, no, yes. It's not just the OJ, which is Olivia Newton-John, O and J top, but there was another one which was my brain. Is it in this book? What? No, it's in the old book too. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you in a minute. Groovy Threads cardigan. So the O&J top and the Groovy Threads cardigan need to go up as well. So you're probably looking at first the V-stitch beanie, then the O&J top and the Groovy Threads cardigan. One of them will go up first and the other one will go up second. And then all the other ones will follow. While I'm yelling at the same time. I'm not yelling. If I was yelling, you'd know. I'm really loud. Have you ever heard me yell? I think you should hear me yell. I'm really loud. But I can't be loud today because then Kitten will hear. And Kitten won't be very happy if she's woken up out of her slumber. She sleeps in the afternoon between 4-ish and 5:30, which is great for me because it gives me time to cook dinner normally. So dinner tonight's going to be a bit trying. So I'm going to have to be rushing. But she's pretty good like that. She sees me working in the kitchen. She knows the kitchen is food. And she's like trying to get up on the bench. And she's not, you know, big enough to do that. And I won't let her. So there you go. We were yelling, Mary. Look at the chat. Wendy told you. Oh, what did I miss? Wendy. Groovy Threads cardigan. Groovy Threads cardigan. Yes. Groovy Threads. That's right. It's the Groovy Threads. Definitely the Groovy Threads is on its way. And Wendy was the one, I think, was it you, Wendy, who was hanging out for that cardigan? It is coming, and it's coming at just the right time for us here in Melbourne because it is made with cotton. Having said that, you can make it in wool or acrylic if you want to, as long as you do the gauge swatch. That is all I ask. You can create your item in anything you want. Make sure you do the gauge swatch and be careful. There are some items that do shrink and, or stretch, and some yarn that does shrink or stretch when washed. So just be careful of that. But make sure that your gauge swatch is done. I cannot stress that enough. She's such a grumpy grumps, isn't she? With a big smile on the face. No, I'm not grumpy, but I do like people doing those gauge swatches. It's really, really important to do a gauge swatch. In my opinion, if you don't want to do it, that's your opinion. That's your prerogative. But it may not come out. Your item may not come out as well as you expected. So do the gauge swatch. Change the hook size. That's another reason why we do it. I've got 2 hooks in here today, only because I'm working with both. And I have to be careful because the top that we're doing for your color combination, Raylene, is worked with a 4mm hook for me. The 12 step transition blanket is worked with a 4.5. In that tutorial, don't show too much, I say to you, if your gauge swatch is too small, go up a hook size to 4.5mm hook. If it's too loose or too big, go down a hook size to 3.5mm hook. Because once you adjust the hook to suit the gauge, then your outfit should be perfect. The item you're crocheting, whether it's a cardigan, a vest, a skirt, whatever it is you want to make. The bonus with skirts, I think you can use a lot of, you can make it large and just use a lot of string or elastic to tighten that up. So that's different with a skirt. But for tops, really in general, you really need to do a gauge swatch. It's really important. I'm such a whinger, aren't I? Nag, nag. She's nagging, guys. She's nagging. Look at the chat. Wendy told you. Yes, thanks, Raylene. Yes. I know, Wendy. I haven't forgotten about you, darling. I haven't. I know you've been wanting to see that for a long time, and it is coming. I promise you, it is. The O&J top, very simple stitch, so easy. And even the Groovy Threads cardigan, they're both very easy. Just have to make sure you get your gauge swatch right. And I think with the Groovy Threads cardigan, if it's loose, that's good. If it's tight, that's not good. So make sure you get your gauge swatch done. All right, that's enough whinging about the gauge swatch. Have I said gauge swatch enough? The gauge. I call it a swatch because, like, it's a square. It's a made-up square. But it's actually just called a gauge. Get your gauge correct, which is usually 10 centimeters by 10 or 4 inches by 4 inches. So there you go. So we are on track with what I said this week. I said there'll be nothing on Monday. I said I'll be recording all day Tuesday, which I was. I said I'll be doing the live today, which I am, but I have been doing recording today, which I don't like to do on a Wednesday, but I'm trying to catch up, yeah? And I said we're going to do the step 8 of the 12-step transition blanket on Thursday. Fingers crossed, it's looking good. It's actually looking good. And Raylene's project part 2, the final one, should be Friday. Raylene, if I'm cutting it fine and I get it all done, but I don't get it edited, it may not go up till Monday. But at this stage, it's looking good for Friday. Yeah. So keep that in mind. It's very, very exciting. And then we're going to go back next week and do the glasses case. We still haven't finished that. Has anybody been doing the little squares for the glasses case? If not, doesn't matter. It's for a Kisslot purse, and you can either do a purse or a square. So if you do the squares, it's not one square, it's little squares. If you get all the squares done, I think it's 27 squares each. I don't always remember things. So there you go. If you get the 27 squares done of each colour, then we'll be ready to go next week. All right, Karen, give Dad a big cuddle for us. Wish him well. Hope he gets well very, very soon, yeah? All right, so that's pretty much what's happening this week. Next week, you will get that item. And then let's have a look at the list and see where we're at. If we're starting to get on track, we'll do live antics this Saturday. If not, I might hold live antics off. Now remember, the new live antics will be your colours from here. They will be bagged. They will be bagged, covered, so that you won't know what's in it. And then I'll say bag 1, bag 2, or bag 3. And that's what we're going to do from now on. 3 bags, and you guys get to choose the one of the 3. So that's going to be great. Something different for live antics. We thought we'd change it up a little. You guys, it was popular demand. You guys chose to have it a secret yarn. And I don't know, it's up to you. Again, do you want me to unravel the number you choose, or do you just want me to surprise you? No, I will talk about it on the day. How's that? Because it depends on what the person wants. If they want us to surprise them, then I will surprise you. And what I will do, though, so that you know, I will be bagging them in larger packs, even if it's something as small as this. It will be in a large pack. So if you want it unraveled, I have to unravel a million papers. If it's a small item. If it's a big item and I unravel it, there it is, and we're ready to go. Now, each one of these items that I purchased from the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, each one of them now has a design. They don't have the design ready done. It's not ready, right? But has a design that I'm going to want to create with it. That makes sense. So I won't be changing my mind. I've already chosen a pattern for each one of these colors. So whatever it is that we choose when I put them, the packs up saying 1, 2, and 3, you guys get to choose it from there. It's going to be a lot of fun, something a little different for live antics. If we get all of this done this week, I will be able to do live antics this Saturday. But I've got to get Raylene's project done before we can do live antics on Saturday, because I still have, and get this, we have, I'll tell you what other live antics we have. We're still doing the V-stitch blanket in the middle of that. Actually, I haven't done any since, so I better get on track with that. We've got Raylene's, we're happening now. Bonnie's is done. Tina's we're in the middle of, Tina C. And Jeremy's got the Maximu yarns, the 3 colors, I think. 2 colors, but 2 colors are one color. 2 colors are the same color, and 1 is different. So that's actually a very interesting project. I reckon you guys are going to love it, because I've never made one before on the channel, and I'm very excited. Look how excited, shaking, to make this particular project for that yarn, which I hope that it's gender friendly. So that's all I'm saying about that. Yes, it's a wearable. And no, it's not a vest, jumper, shirt, skirt. What? It's not even a beanie or a scarf. It's something very different. But I know that there's a lot around in the past, and I just think we're going to do one. That's it. We're doing it. We're doing whatever it is, we're doing. They're thinking, what is it? No, you have to wait. But I'm so excited about it. It's one of those projects that really has got me. I was shaking the other day thinking about it. And I was shaking when I thought about it the first time, but I was shaking more when I thought, hey, this is the pattern I want to use for it, even better. And so my brain was working a million miles an hour, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Don't you love it? She's excited. Oh, she's excited. All right. It's just started pouring down there where Ashley is. Oh, rain, rain, go away. Beautiful. Margaret's in the house. Hello, good arvo. She says, lovely to have you here. Ashley says, I'm going to have to go to have a storm here. Oh, gosh. Keep well. Stay inside, Ashley. Hope it clears up quickly. Storm bad here too, Ashley. Stay safe as always. Yes, stay indoors. What a time, says Green. And she's cheersing my cat as well. She's such a cutie, isn't she? Cheers. All right. So we're on track now. I know we did stop. Oh, we've lost a bit of connection there for a second, but we're back. I know we stopped for a while, and that was only because the kitten came in and I had the sheep show and all the jazz. So there's a lot of things that stopped me from working, but I'm back on track now, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that I stay well. Don't you love it? It's always about whether I'm unwell. I say that because we're still in winter. We're in winter until the end of August, guys. Come September, we're in spring. And to be fair, I do get really ill in spring, not so much September, but in spring in general, because of all the hay fever and, the allergies and all that jazz, flowers and seeds and branches and everything else coming. Don't you like it, and branches? So I do get a little unwell, get my allergies come up, and things happen during spring. So that doesn't matter. I'll keep working and just keep on keeping. Yeah, keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. All right, so let's have another sneak peek again at the step 8 of our 12-step transition blanket. And if you think it's back posts, I mean back loop only. What is it? Back loop only? It's not. Just heads up. Oh, no, that's enough. You can't have too much of a good thing. And let's have another sneak peek at Raylene's project that we are creating for the shrug. Now, you know what it is because you've seen part 1 and you've also seen, I'm assuming you would have seen last night's short that went up, and it showed you how to do corners. And there you go. A little bit more. Oh, it's way too much. Way too much. So here's the 2 sneak peeks. You're looking pretty spiffy, Mary. Oh, thanks, Sherry B. Kathy. Someone else said that the other day. I wonder what it is. I wonder if it's happiness because I've got a kitten. Happiness can do that to people. I think it can, yes. It can make you look good, I think. Maybe it's just me. Sorry, I have to go see. Oh, Luana, we'll see you soon, darling. You take care. Take care, take care, take care. So those are the 2 projects this week, coming this week. I am so excited. Having said that, if Raylene's doesn't come up on Friday, but can go up Monday because it's fully, recorded and everything's done, then we can still do live antics on Saturday. If it's not recorded, then I'm going to hold live antics out another week. But I think we can get another live antics in. I think we can. We have missed a couple of weeks, 2 weeks of live antics from memory, yeah? 2 weeks of live antics. So we don't want to miss any more. Otherwise, I'm going to sit there and suck my thumb and cry, and you guys will cry, and we'll all just be crying like babies. I'm so naughty, guys. How do you put up with me? All right. So what's out? What else is happening? I'm just going to see what else. Middle, one color. We've answered Middle's question. Yay, Middle, your question's done. We can cross that off. We're talking bandana and cat toys, and yes, we've done that. No, we haven't done the bandana and cat toys. I marked off something else. Just the 900 grams that I put there from before the live. So really, we're talking bandanas from, I think it was, who was it? Claptrap. She mentioned she was interested in bandanas, like little headbands and headscarfy things. So we might do a couple of those coming up on the channel very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that since she's interested. And cat toys. We're going to do some kitty toys. Yay. I'm going to see if I can find some acrylic or maybe even cotton. I think cotton would go well. Should we do it in cotton? Actually, Green Butterfly, you still here, honey? What's best for the cat toys? Cotton or acrylic? I don't think wool. I don't like the idea of wool for the cats. I think it'll just get too much fluff on it. But I think cotton will be good, but that doesn't mean anything. Acrylic might be better. Can anyone tell me what's best for cat toys? I know a lot of people use chenille for stuffed toys. Maybe I could purchase some chenille. Shall we do that? Shall we purchase some chenille? Cotton, you reckon? I think maybe cotton. A wonderful week. Oh, you're going, are you, Green? We'll see you soon, darling. You take care. You take care. But we're going to get some cat toys on. Cotton acrylic is not good with cat toys. Okay, so cotton is best. Thank you, guys. Cotton, thank you, thank you, thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Middle. Thank you, Green Butterfly. Thank you so much. I don't usually make toys for pets, so I wouldn't know. Fish, rod and fish. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Rod and fish. I use the rod and fish that I purchased from the shops. So we can make one, I suppose. We can make one. We can make one. If it's for cats, please do 100% cotton. It's what is safe animals, is what's safe for animals. Yes. Now, I'm happy to do cotton. I just wasn't sure what everybody uses because I don't create for animals. I really don't. But if I'm creating for my little kitten, I will use what's most appropriate for the pet. Actually, we've got some red cotton there, right there. Right there, there's some red cotton. Is red too bright for her? Maybe we'll have a look. I've got that cotton in grey. There's some grey there. I've also got Bendigo cotton I can use. I've got the green. You can't see it. You may not be able to see it. But that green, I don't want to use it because there's 6 or 7 skeins. I want to make a little vest for myself, yeah, for summer. Or spring, not summer, yeah. And I've got plenty of cotton. This is all cotton. All this, oh, not this isn't, but all of that is cotton. And down there, you can't see it, or down below is cotton. I got a lot of cotton. I'm pretty sure I can find a cotton that's suited, yeah. Um, the kitten will love red cotton. It's really bright though. Is it too bright for her eyes, her beautiful eyes? She's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. She is like a top model, that one. She's like the cat's top model. Monty love red teddy bear. Okay, good. All right, I might even do a little teddy bear, just a tiny little one too. We could do a little teddy. We could do a little, I've done a ball already. I should give her my red ball. That's done in cotton. Where is it? What did I do with that ball? Can I help you? I've done that many times before on the channel. I pretend that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know the ball. I'm just trying to remember where I've put it, but I do know I've done it somewhere. Anyway, moving right along. We might give her a little teddy. Put a little bit of that catnip in it that people put in. Hey, tell me, cat people, is catnip really a good thing to put in toys or not? I'm curious. I'm very curious. If it calms the cat down, then I'll put it in because she's crazy. I might have to go. Can't keep my eyes open. Oh, that's all right, darling. 2 a.m. there. You have a good sleepy poos. You do know how much you need now for your hexagon cardigan, which is fantastic. So you can go ahead and purchase that now. So that's great. And I will see you on Saturday, Miss Middle. Everyone have a drink. Cheers. It is good for them. I wasn't sure whether it makes them too drowsy or sleepy. What was the question about the catnip for cats? Is it really good for cats or does it make them too sleepy? I put it in, but not all cats respond to catnip. Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Bye, everyone. I'm going to do about 2,000 plus yards. Good idea, honey. Good idea. We'll catch you soon, darling. You take care. I don't think you need 2,000 plus, but I think that's too much, but that's fine. Yeah, I would do 2,000 plus anyway. Better to have more than less, and you can use it for something else. Maybe you can make some sort of pocket, or even, maybe you can use the leftovers for something else for your stall that you do. Yeah. Catnip is great. Okay, all right. Well, it'd be interesting because I go to the pet shop to buy things, so I might get some catnip. They make catnip treats. Do they really? Gosh, what do I think of next? When I went to the vet says to me, "Oh, next time you come in, we'll talk to you about how you brush the cat's teeth." I went, "Brush the cat's teeth? I've had cats all my life. I've never ever brushed a cat's teeth. Who brushes the cat's teeth? Does anyone brush their cat's teeth? I won't be doing it." She bites. Look at my hands. Oh, you can't tell now. Oh, it's cleared up. You should see my legs. She climbs up my legs, and I never thought anything of it until I went to have a shower, and then I just saw cuts everywhere, all up my legs. And I thought, what? So now I just wrap a blanket around my legs when I'm near the couch, and she just climbs up the little blanket. She's so funny. Not that this is a cat channel, guys. This is a crochet channel. So, are you going to, Anna? I will see you soon, darling. Good luck at work. Or enjoy work. We'll see you soon. Camille is in the house. Hello, Camille. Lovely to have you here. We've been talking about projects and catnip and cats. We've been talking about everything. But more importantly, we've been talking about our 12-step transition blanket. Step 8 will be coming up tomorrow. And on Friday, we'll be getting Raylene's color coordination shrug, if you will, the Bolero shrug, which will be uploaded finally, I think, on Friday, which is very exciting. Very, very exciting. I bought treats for mine, yes. Sorry, you're late. That's all right, honey. We have been an hour on, 50 minutes, 54 minutes to be exact. So I don't know how long I'll be on, but I'll still be on for a while. Not in a hurry to leave. It's just if the cat starts meowing, then I'm done. I'm going to go and get her and give her cuddles. Oh, I have to. She's a cuddle bug. You put her here like this, which is so cute. Or just squishy squish. And now she's got these eyes that just go like this the whole time. and you know she's going to go crazy. She does these massive zoomies around the house. It's crazy. All right, I'm doing the last part of my top. Just have part of the sleeves, had to color, control then. Yes, that can happen. That can happen. I was doing a project once where I ran out of yarn, actually 3/4 of the way through the final row of the item. It was a wearable, and I didn't know what to do. So what I did was I took 2 rows undone, the whole 2 rows, and dropped the hook size. It was terrible. It wasn't terrible while I did it. It was terrible afterwards because the item pulled a little bit, but only a little bit. I just washed and stretched and blocked the living, you know what, out of it, right? And so I did it in a smaller hook and it worked, and I made the yarn chicken work. Mary, go get Whiskey. Wants to be on the live. Oh, no, we can't. If I get her now and she hasn't gone to the loo, then she'll want to go to the loo, and we'll have to let her go to the loo. The Lulu. Whiskey Whiskers going to the Lulu. Good to know. Yes. So I took it undone and I used a smaller hook, but it can pull at the item. So being careful not to do that for everything. It's just when something goes wrong. Once I took just the row undone and just using the same hook, I tightened each stitch and it made it across. But because the actual project I was making was only 3/4 of the way, I had a whole quarter, it wouldn't have worked. So I literally needed to take 2 rows undone and drop a hook size to make it work. But it's not recommended because it can pull at the work. It's recommended for a small piece, you can get away with it, but not for larger projects. You don't want to, and especially if you're making for a client, if you will, you don't want them to say, oh, my work is pulling on the right side and I don't know why. It's because you've done that. So just be wary, make sure it just goes throughout the whole piece. Whether it's an item, if it's a blanket, that's easy. You can do that because it will stretch. But when it's an item of wearable, you can't assume that it will stretch, hopefully. It's fitting well, though. Okay, that's good. That's good. Even better. That's okay. It's okay. I do like the idea of adjusting the hook size when things go wrong, and I've done that before. With this top that I'm making for Raylene, I've actually left 2 errors in it where we were talking front posts and back posts. I put 2 front posts together on one part of the sleeve, actually on both of the sleeves, to be fair, on one part of one sleeve, one part of the other. And I left them in because they're going to be like, one's going to be up there and your arm's going to be there and you won't notice it. And one will be right under the arm and you won't notice it. So I'm leaving the error in because it's for me. But if it was for a client, I would take it all undone and I would unpick that thread that I weaved. And fingers crossed, I don't wreck my piece. That's if I was making for someone else. But because it's for me, I'm going to leave it. Yep. So there you go. I bought catnip treats for my cat. It affected his behavior badly. I was really worried about him and then threw out the treats and he came back to normal after 2 days. Never again. Oh, that's some scary stuff. Cheers, everyone. That's interesting to know. That really is interesting to know. That's funny. Somebody else said that to me the other day. I worked out what it might be with my health. I reckon it's the water. I reckon I'm looking better because it's water. I think it is. Maybe. All right. So our V-stitch blanket. I don't know if anyone's doing our V-stitch blanket. Is there anyone on our live today that is doing our V-stitch blanket? Please let me know. If not, don't worry about it. I just want to let you know that I am nowhere near finishing. I have done nothing since we talked about it. And the only reason is because we're working on the 12-step transition blanket and the top for Raylene's colour combination. These are larger projects, so they do take a little longer to work out. I mean, Raylene's project, the one that for Raylene's colour, that is, it's not that difficult. It's not that big, but it is for me because some of us need extra yarn. And extra yarn means more work, and some of us need more work, and we won't go into why. So it's a little bit of work for me, but if I was making for an extra small, that would have been done in a couple of hours. But these are like 2 extra large. It's like, it's taking forever. And I am doing them with the kittens, so I'm juggling. I've probably wasted a lot of time this past 2 weeks, but I'm catching up, which is very exciting. And I so cannot wait to create that project that Jeremy chose the colours for, because it's stunning colours. And the actual pattern itself, I'm going to keep it so easy for the brand new crocheter, because I've been wanting to do such a project that I think making it easy would be better. And it would give an option for everyone who's anybody to be involved with creating that, because I really think you would like it. In my opinion, again, it is an opinion. You might see it and think, oh, what on earth is that? I have had people say that before. What's that? Oh, it's a pair of socks or a beanie or that's actually a jacket. What? No, it's a blanket. Ew. A lot of people have done that in the past. It happens. Oh, we will see you soon, darling. You take care, Green. We'll see you on Saturday. 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 It's coming. Saturday. She's so naughty. 10 a.m. Saturday, Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. That is when we do our Saturday mornings live. Best live to be on. We'll be doing live antics. I reckon we'll do live antics this week. I think let's just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I don't know. I have to wrap them. It's going to take me a while to wrap them. I might wrap them with the kitten. Actually, that would be a good idea. That'd make a nice short, so you can see some of the yarn getting wrapped. That would make a great reel or a great short. Don't you think it would make a great short, guys? Please say yes if you think that that would make a great short. I reckon it would. I reckon it will. Saturday nights, all right. Saturday nights, all right. Yeah. I don't know the song. I don't know. There's like a million songs. Every time someone says a word, I just pull it out of an 80s song usually. Or a 70s song. I think that's a 70s song, that one, from memory. I think it's a 70s. Is it a 70s? I wasn't around then, so I wouldn't know. What? So yes, would you like to see a short with me wrapping the yarn? I think that's a really good idea. It would make a lot of fun for the cat and me together. And it would be fun. I reckon we could do it. Let's just do it. Thank you, Angela. Same song, Elton John, I think. Yes, so 70. It'd be 70s. I'm sure it's in the 70s, the song. Thanks, Angela, for answering. But I really think it would be fun. And I can do it on the floor in the lounge room with the kitten. And she can watch me wrap. She'll probably, play with the papers and, she might be too loud for her. She's not used to the noise. It's very quiet here sometimes. And even when the dishwasher goes off, she just goes vroom, vroom, vroom. She goes crazy because she's not used to the noise. It's very quiet here. Sometimes I put on meditation music on. It's good for me, yeah. And I put that on while I'm driving as well, which is no good because it's so it's not good while you're driving. But I do put it on a lot in the background. The only time I don't put it in the background is when I'm recording, because I use the camera to record, so I'm not using it for what's it called? Spotify. So I find all the meditation music on Spotify and I play it in the background when I'm crocheting on the couch. So she only hears that. Thank you, Dorothy. I really think it's a great idea. And in actual fact, it's such a good idea that you guys will know that I've wrapped some yarn, but you won't know what number each pack is. What? It could make it sound fun. What a time, says Dorothy. Cheers, Dorothy. I reckon it would make a great short. A couple of reels every now and then. You'll see me wrapping bags of yarn, and you'll see me double wrap and triple wrap some bags, because some of them are going to be small. Some of them are small projects. Some of them are just one skein. Some of them are a pack of 12 skeins. So we're talking major project there, a blanket or a jacket or something fancy. Yeah. A dress, a skirt, a whole house. Maybe not. Imagine driving past my house and the whole thing is crocheted over. From top to bottom. I mean, bottom to top. Seriously, I could do that. I actually did want to crochet around a car for Moomba quite a few years ago, but you have to get, what was it? You have to get permission a whole year and a half in advance before doing that. And there's no guarantee they'll let you do it at the last minute. They'll pull it out the last minute. So I wanted to. And it would have been to raise funds for a certain, event. So like, for any cancer treatments and things like that. So it would have been to raise funds for something. But that's what I wanted to do. And they just wouldn't let us. You have to be like a year and a half worth. You've got to book it in advance. So, and then there's rules and regulations on how much you can cover of the car because it has to be visible. You have to be able to see out of it and all that jazz. So it would have been a lot of work. And then they may not have passed it in the end. And then you would have got stuck with this crocheted car, which is okay for fun, but you can't drive it. You can't drive that. It's not legal, apparently. But you can as a float in Moomba. So there you go. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to wrap these colours that we are going to use for our colour combination. And I'm going to call it the Secret Live Antics for a little while. And then if you change your mind and you want to go back to normal lives where you see the colours, that's okay too. And maybe I can give you the guys the option. Do you want to do it like that in the future? Maybe we can say 3 weeks or 4 weeks worth of Secret Live Antics and another 4 weeks of normal, 1 week of normal, 2 weeks of normal, that sort of thing. And then you can decide, because for me, I'm happy to do what you guys like. And I'm happy either way. So if you want to do it, a Secret Live Antics where you get to choose a colour, you get to choose a secret bag, and I can either open the yarn, and that's up to you on the day too. Say if I had 3 bags with they're all numbered 1, 2, and 3 on the table, and you choose bag number 2, I say, would you like me to open it now and show you what's in it? Or would you like to wait for the project and have the surprise? That's the sort of thing I will ask you on every live from now on. When I say every live, every Saturday morning's live at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. They're getting married a lot, aren't they, these lives? And so you can have an option whether you want everyone to see it, or you can say, nope, I don't want anyone to see it. Just upload the project. Or you can say, open the bag, show everyone, and we'll all get excited. Entirely up to you on the day. And there you go. All right. So, guys, what else would you like to talk about? I did want to say once again, is there anyone making the V-stitch blanket on the live? If not, don't worry about it. If you are, please let me know where you are up to on the blanket. I would love to know and see how much time I have left before I can do border rounds. Don't you love it? She's thinking 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5, 6. Now, those colours were chosen by, and we've got the colours here, Carmen, Claptrap and Rosalind. They were chosen in November last year. Also, guys, it's been such a long time since I've done a video vlog. I want to go right back. That's how long it's been. I don't even think it's in this book. It's not in this book at all. That goes to show how long it's been since I've done. This is a new book anyway, since I've done. Oh, hang on, here we go. Top down top, scrap sweater. We haven't even done that yet. Groovy threads cardigan. It's going to be a pattern, a written pattern at this stage, yeah. Bellevue Park top. We're going to talk about the top with a friend of mine. And a funny video. We've given you one funny video when I got back from the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. It's only a short, but it's something. And step 6, part 6 of the 12-step transition blanket. So this was the month of May. It says there the month of May. So June, July, and August. I don't know between then what I've done. I may not have written June, July, or I may not have done July for starters. I have done June's, but I don't have it here. Hang on, here we go. Yes, I have. Scrap sweater, part 7, 12-step transition blanket, Bellevue Park top, groovy threads. So I did do that. That's okay. But I haven't done July's. I didn't do July's. And I haven't done August. And August was supposed to have been done the first Friday of the month, which is last Friday. What are we on now? Yeah, last Friday. So I've missed 2 video vlogs. And I'm going to need to catch up on those. I think maybe next week I'll do one. I won't make it long, but I will tell you the projects that we haven't created yet that we are going to create. Yeah. And I've lost all the chat. Okay. Yes, I'm on the last row. Camille, you're on the last row of the V-stitch blanket already? What? Yes, I'm having a go. Yes, good on you, Angela. Oh, just kidding. Oh, you're a character, Camille. I was stressing out thinking, oh my gosh, I better get it done by tomorrow. There's no way. You know how big that blanket is? I don't even remember how big it is. But I have said it in the tutorial, I think. Have I? I don't know if it's anything like the last project. How can I forget to put that in the information? All right, so I'll just keep working on it, will I? I think next week we will do, obviously we will start Jeremy's project and also the little kiss lock purse. Had to tease a little. You did well. I'm stressing out thinking, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. I have to get the borders done. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Oh, like that. No, a bit like that. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, so next week we'll get Jeremy's project started. I don't know if it'll get finished. It might, depending on how fast I am. And also the kiss lock purse will be done next week. So that's 2 projects next week. I'm going to try and leave it for 2 projects. But I want to see if I can get a video vlog done next week as well. More important to get a video vlog out there so you know what we're doing over the next month. That's what the vlogs were for. Still doing my, your little squares. Tiny, tiny little squares. Make sure they're small. We need the small ones. We don't need them big. Yeah, so there's 27 of each colour. There's a lot to do. I have completed all the colours. I've only weaved in the centre thread of half of one colour. So I'm going to have to weave in all those centre threads first. Not the edges, just the centre. And then we'll work on how we're going to put it together. And I haven't decided. I played with it and showed you guys on a live a few weeks ago. But I don't think we're going to put it together like that. Nope, I think I'll try something different. I'll see. I'm going to play with it. So what I do is Sunday mornings early is when I play with stitches. It's when I play with designs. No one's around, it's quiet, kitten's still asleep, that kind of thing. Now it all relies on the kitten. Doesn't matter if the kitten's awake, but if I have to work with numbers and everything, I can't do that while she's awake because I lose count. I lose count, that's what happens. But otherwise, that's sort of a project that will be quick to decide what to do. That's even something you don't even need to worry too much about count because you're just working around the square or you're working near the square or you're just literally working over the square. So it just depends on how I want to put these squares together. I still want it simple enough for the new crocheter to do, but I would like to use a little bit of technique as well. And it's good for a new crocheter to learn the few little bits of technique. It really is. So there you go. I was going to say this Saturday night I'll be wearing my crochet granny square dress to a function. What? It's actually a birthday and you have to dress sultry and nice and all that jazz. And I think that dress looks great. If you haven't seen the granny square dress, check out my Instagram page and have a look at the red, green, creamy kind of dress. It is a granny square dress. Check it out on the page. That's also a written pattern that's coming up. It's got a long way to go before that comes up because I messed it up, so I've got to rewrite just that top section and everything again. So it has to be rewritten again and then redone again just around the neck edge because the neck edge was messed up because the squares were messed up. It's not so much the neck edge was messed up, but the squares were messed up. The bonus is, even though I didn't want the dress as a fitted dress, it fits, like everything is in place. But for me, I wanted it to be more of a loose fitting dress, but that's okay. Looking hot in it. Thank you very much, Camille, or a little bit okay. Well, that's the dress I'm wearing, so if they don't like it, oh well, bad luck. And actually, I don't know what I've done with the granny square gloves, the fingerless gloves. Can you believe it? I came here and I had them on. The mannequin was here and I had them on top of the mannequin and I was showing you the dress and I put them down here or they fell. But they're not on the floor and they're not here. So I don't know where they are. Maybe the kitten ate them. Hardly. So yeah, I'll be wearing that on the Saturday. Finally get to wear it somewhere. I only wore it once at the show. I haven't worn it since because I haven't been leaving the house. My life has evolved around the cat. And you can't wear that with a cat. She'll just wreck it. I don't want her to wreck it. It's my beautiful dress. My beautiful dress. Skippy's in the house. All right. I think that's it, guys. I do want to thank everyone for joining us today. Don't forget, guys, part 8 or step 8 of the 12-step transition blanket will go up tomorrow, this time tomorrow, maybe even a little bit later. Usually goes in overnight, that sort of thing. I get it up around 11 o'clock at night. That's how long it takes me to get sorted out. So I'll get that up tomorrow, and hopefully Raylene's project will be ready for Friday's upload. Fingers crossed we will get it ready for Friday's upload. And then on Saturday when we do our live, we will have a normal live with live antics. Even though I said we might not, I think we will. I think we'll do a live antics. Maybe I'll choose projects that I know aren't going to take too long for that. Maybe. Or not. I don't know. We'll see. It depends. But I will do a little short video on wrapping the yarn on the floor. They'll be wrapped in their bags, so I don't want the cat to touch them and wreck them. And you can see the kitten running around. Hopefully, I'll set the camera. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to set the camera. She's going to be more interested in the camera, and she's going to get in the way of the wrapping. I can just feel it. I can feel that she will get in the way of right in the middle of the wrapping. Yeah. All right. So, okay. Yes. Thank you very much for joining us here today in celebrating our Wednesday's live. I'll join everyone on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time, and marry that up with your country for another live. My name is Mary. This is Wild Crochet Designs, and I'll catch you all soon. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye all.